I remember I said we were with Welcome Jr. and Senior at the Remington. Welcome, how do you stay in such good shape? He said, well, I do push-ups. I said, well, I do push-ups. Look at me, I got this big gut. He said, well, it's better if you do it on a chair at an incline with one hand on the floor, feet on the chair. I said, I can't even imagine. So he said, well, I'll show you. Right there in the restaurant, does 10 of those suckers. I couldn't do one. Welcome's an interesting guy. One time he said to me, son, there's no such thing as a lost opportunity. If you don't take advantage of it, somebody else will. Welcome clearly is the guy that has had the most influence on my life. When I started out with the organization, Jack heard me give a speech at the Rotary Club and said, what are you doing after your graduation? I said, well, first of all, I don't think I'll ever graduate, because at that point I'm taking courses downtown and working. He said, but I did get an offer from IBM. He says, that doesn't make any sense, guys. You're gonna have a gray jacket, white shirt, blue tie. You'll do exactly what you're wearing when you're 50. Come to work for us. And I did. That's the smartest decision I ever made. And frankly, followed with 4 ex-wives that would all indicate that the subsequent decisions weren't that great, but that one was good. Jack and Welcome had a profound influence on my life. Welcome, for example, always said, let's see if we can't fake it till we make it. And he did. When he had didn't have payroll covered, he would still have a plush, brilliant looking corporate office that everybody believed was the product of a very successful organization. And he always said, if you believe it, everybody else will believe it. I'll never forget, every time he'd meet somebody, he always had a smile. He says, you know, when you meet somebody the first time, they deserve a smile. And I've tried to follow that through my career. If I've had any success in life, it's been watching Welcome create an empire out of air. And at the same time, not stepping on anybody. Welcome has always had passion, compassion. He's always been there for me and for all of his friends. And he's a wonderful guy. And happy birthday, guy. I love you. I know your family does. I'm looking forward to seeing you this summer at our house in France. P.S. Joanne, I don't know how you put up with him, but I know you're here. And you're a lovely, lovely lady. I'm happy that he snagged you. I'm sure that's the key ingredient to his success. The whole family, you guys are wonderful. Happy birthday, guy.
Welcome, Wilson Sr. I hear you're having a birthday fairly soon. You're going to be a young age of 90. Welcome from the city of Houston. Let me just say happy birthday, but on a personal note, from a University of Houston alumni, from a Coug, happy birthday and many, many more.
Welcome as an emeritus trustee of the Greater Houston Partnership. I'm pleased to say happy 90th birthday.
Well, hello, Mr. Chairman. Happy 60th birthday. Oops, sorry, 90th birthday. What can I say? You just look 60. I just wanted to say thank you so much for bringing me here to Houston. You have been such an incredible force behind my success. I owe it to you. Thank you and happy birthday.
To my good friend, Welcome Wilson Sr., welcome, you're the best of the best. Your contributions to Texas has made a difference in thousands upon thousands of lives. A happy 90th birthday, and I'll be around to wish you one at the 100 as well.
Welcome. Thank you for the tremendous contributions you and your family have made to the Lone Star State. You've lived the American dream, and your hard work ethic is an embodiment of Texas values.
The opportunities you and your family have created for thousands of hardworking Texans are truly remarkable. And Ted and I are so fortunate to call you and your wonderful wife, Joanna, friends.
Happy birthday, and may God continue to bless you, your family, and the great state of Texas.
Welcome, Wilson. Thank you for adding your name to our city. We're known as the most welcoming city in the world. And your brilliance, your charm, your innovative ways are one of the reasons we're the great city that we are. We're so glad and welcome that you have a wonderful family and a beautiful wife. That's your reward. You are ours. Happy birthday. We're so glad you were born.
Happy birthday, welcome. Quite an accomplishment, 90 years. And you've done it with grace, good humor, and incredible vitality. I guess all of us would be fortunate to have your zest for life and your ability to deal with it. For those of you that don't know, welcome and my family have been friends for, welcome, about 60 years maybe. We first met when we were neighbors, and I was, I guess, a kid when you lived at River Oaks and Del Monte, and I lived a block over. I've always enjoyed your stories, your good humor, and the interest that you take in everybody. And I will say to those of your Cougar friends, they all owe you a debt of gratitude for what you've done for the University of Houston. And all of us in Houston owe you a gratitude for what you've done for the city of Houston. Happy birthday, welcome.
Happy birthday, welcome. I'm glad to join your friends and your family in wishing you the very best on your 90th birthday. Now, to call Welcome Wilson a Renaissance man is an understatement. You've done so much. You've served 3 presidents, including being a special ambassador to Nicaragua under President Lyndon B. Johnson. You've also been an entrepreneur, a former naval officer, and even a former nightclub singer. The list goes on and on. But above all else, Welcome Wilson is a man dedicated to his family and to his community, and I'm proud to call him a dear friend. Thank you, Welcome, for showing us what it means to be a great Texan and a great American.
Happy birthday, Welcome. I remember that I met you through my husband, Oscar, and you have such a great personality, and you're so easy to talk to. But I have a personal story. In Houston, another rainy day where we had a flood, and so I was in my Jaguar coming home, and my car stalled. And I thought, oh no, and I tried to get it and everything. And along comes Welcome. And his name was absolutely well known, but to me, he was more welcome than anybody I'd ever hoped to see, because he said, "You're stuck," and I said, "Yes," and he said, "Well, let me go and get my truck and I'll pull you out of there." And so he did, and so I'll never forget that. So anyway, I always think of him as a hero. So happy birthday, Welcome.
From everyone at your Welcome Group family,
happy birthday!
Well, as Welcome Wilson likes to tell the story, it took his parents 3 weeks to give him the name Welcome. And I can't think of a more appropriate name for him, because he certainly makes you feel welcome anytime that you're around him. I know Welcome in many different capacities, but one of the things that we do together is we work out at the same time early in the morning at the Houstonian. And at the age of 89, now 90, Welcome will put his feet up on a bench and crank out about 15 push-ups. I want to be Welcome Wilson when I grow up. Not just for that, but because of the impact that he has made on our city over decades of contributions in terms of making it a better place to live, in terms of a business community, in terms of the contributions he's made in education, and in the contributions that he's made in terms of valuing the contributions that every Houstonian has to offer. I like Welcome Wilson. He's a proud Houstonian, and I'm proud to call him my friend. Happy 90th birthday, Welcome. I know you're just getting started. You're going to have many more just like this. I'll be back for the